Okay, so I have mic. Perfect. Okay, so I'm streaming. I got a mic on. This does not seem to be working. I was gonna use Streamlabs, but that does not seem to be working. I haven't figured out how to set that bloody thing up yet. So I'm gonna just stick to the conventional, normal stream chat thing. Let me just mute my mic a bit just to test the audio to see what kind of audio I'm getting off of this thing. Okay, so I have audio check, mic check, and streams running. So that is a go. Okay, quality seems fine. Seems like I don't have any problems with the quality of the stream. So we'll begin in a bit, just a little bit. Let me just make sure that I have everything I need. I'm streaming solo, so I don't actually have anyone to help out at the moment. As it is, I kind of just decided I was going to stream today. I didn't plan on it, so yeah. But if you guys have any questions about the game, please feel free to just toss them. That's the reason why I'm doing the stream right now, is so that if you have questions about the game, if you plan to get the game, toss them up and I will try to answer as much as possible while while streaming the game. So I'm going to stream for about an hour. That's the average time I tend to stream. I'm not much of a streamer, basically. So yeah, that's the reason why you guys don't see a lot of streams on here. So yeah, let me just post that and I'm just sort of just dumping it in a couple places, and then I'm gonna start the stream and start playing the game actually. So just a couple more things. When I start the stream, I'm gonna go through the settings right as we start, just to go through the settings so you guys can see. Even though I did a video specifically about the settings, I'm gonna go through the settings just to begin with. And as for those who are wondering about the review is going to be up tomorrow. So if you want to see the full review of the game, that's going to be up tomorrow. That's when the review embargo lifts. This is just a preview embargo. I'm able to play up to a specific point, and then after that point I have to stop. So yeah, that's as much as I can do at this very moment as it relates to streaming. So I'm gonna stream up to that point that I can't anymore, and then it's gonna be it. And so publish. Let's just make sure I have everything I need. Okay. Okay, just a second. Still just setting up everything. Sorry for the long wait. This is why streaming is so hard. This is why I really need someone to give me a hand when I'm doing these sort of things. But yeah, for those of you who are wondering about the game, it's out tomorrow on PC on Steam. I think the price is about, is it $24? I think it's somewhere around that price range. I think that's the price, $24.99, so $25 basically, which is a pretty decent price, you know. So yeah, comes out tomorrow. It's a fully single player game, so no multiplayer for those of you who may be multiplayer gamers. This is a JRPG, so no multiplayer, just single player. Okay, there goes that. And let's see. Still just setting up everything before I completely jump into this. Okay, so I think I'm good to go. I think I have everything I need. So I have the comment section, the game. I'm not expecting too much of the stream as I'm not much of a streamer, and this is not going to be a common occurrence for me when it comes to, you know, streaming on YouTube. But I really enjoy this game so far from what I've played of it so far, and I wanted to stream it. So basically, yeah, let's just jump into it. Now, again, I'm not going to be able to talk about everything about the game because it is under embargo and it releases tomorrow. But I'm going to talk about as much as I can that I can talk before the embargo lifts tomorrow. And tomorrow you get a full review with me talking about the entire game and everything that you can expect in it. Right, so these are all the difficulties you have available. Ooh, I wanted to go through the settings. Oh, I'll have to do that when I get in. Right, so these are the difficulties you have available. I'm going to go into normal. I'm not gonna pull up any of my save files because, well, that would spoil. No, that will spoil the story because I have a lot of saves. But yeah, but you'll see that in the review. When you guys see the review tomorrow, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is the story here. It's about Adol Christen, an adventurer of great renown whose exploits are widely discussed and hotly debated to this date. Now, the thing with Adol is that, and this game, this whole franchise for East, is that this is actually a remake of the 4th East game. Yeah, the 4th East game. So if you've seen my review for East 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, then yeah, this is before that, supposed to be before that, I guess you could say. And it released originally on the PlayStation Vita, so now it's on the PC and all that kind of good stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna just skip here. You guys can read that yourselves. Alright, so this is just a basic story about Adol. And then you start the game like very typical JRPG style character with no memory of anything. Which is how it starts off with Adol, no memory. I'm just like, really? Typical JRPG style, no memory character? But it actually comes together nicely. It's just the start. It starts that way, but it puts itself together nicely, I should say. So it's a good start. Works its way into into a good spot, I think. Okay. So you start the game off in this town. Now, if you guys saw my video I uploaded recently, you would see that it has this exact scene, but it looks blurry and there's like a after shadow effect thing. That's the settings that I was talking about in that video. So I've actually fixed my settings, so you won't see that in this one. You'll actually see the game looking clear and smooth, and everything looks as it should look. Alright, so here is Adel. He's all out of it as our main character, you know, pretty boy Adel. And as I say, if you have any questions about the game, please feel free to ask. I'll answer as much as I am able to, according to the embargo, that is. Right. Found some gold by vein. So this is basically a mining town, and everyone in here they're pretty much just mining. And the whole game is set inside of this this forest. This really deep forest that has a lot in it and all that kind of good stuff. So it's pretty much where the game is set. Oh, okay. I can't believe it's been 5 years since Celceta came under Roman control, and this city has never been more active. Happy that accident. Roman don't give a damn about us. They don't. They definitely don't. Until they struck gold, they could have even bothered service. The rules are wrong here. Okay. Okay, good. And here's the first character I thought I was gonna waifu when I saw it, when I actually started this game. I was like, okay, purple hair chick, cool looking cape, definitely gonna waifu. Then, nah, I basically realized that she was not capable of being waifu material. Adel gets knocked down, he has no memory. He's pretty much a zombie at this point. He is pretty much a zombie at this point. So this is where the game starts. You're knocked out in the middle of the street and don't know who you are and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as I'm able to actually start playing, because this is all cutscene, as soon as I'm able to start playing, I'll actually show you guys the visual settings that are available for the game. There are quite a few. So here we have the intro. If you guys find the volume to be too loud, please let me know so I'll lower it. Okay, and here we go. Come on. Yo, hey, what's up? How are you? Alright, I think someone winds up collapsing heap in the middle of a Boston city like this. Thank you for helping me. Don't remember anything. These options don't really matter. The characters you're talking to always answer both questions, so it really doesn't matter. It's just how spunky you want to be, basically. I'm gonna be like, don't remember anything. I can't look after you just because you say you've lost your memories. You'll have to deal with that on your own. But I should at least be able to give you somewhere to rest your weary bones for a spell. Nice choice of game. I really like East, but I've never played this. Yeah, it's I'm a new East fan. My first East game was Lacrimosa of Dana, which is East 8, and I'm a new fan of it now. And this one it's coming out tomorrow on the PC, so I hopefully hope that a lot of people check it out, because so far I've had a good sort of experience with it. It's sad to hear that you're a little sick. I'm actually pretty fine. It's a bit warm here where I am right now, but I'm actually pretty fine. It's pretty much middle of the afternoon. I'm trying to get as much done before I have to get going again. But yeah, yes, Lacrimosa of Dinner was a masterpiece. Which platform did you play it on? I played on pretty much everything, and favorite place is the Switch. So this is your first companion?
There you are. I finally found you.
Yeah.
I thought I told you to let me know if you managed to make it back alive.
Played it on the PlayStation 4. Oh, nice. That's the first place I played it. I played it on the PS4 first, and then on the I played on PS4 and Vita around the same time, and then on the PC and then Switch, basically. Who's at all? Who are you?
Uh-oh.
Before Lacrimosa of Dana, the last East I played was on the SNES. I didn't play any Easts before Lacrimosa of Dana, so for me, Lacrimosa of Dana was my first entry in the series, and now this is... I played East 7, and now I'm playing this one. Especially since I just said my name 2 seconds ago. It's Duran, remember? Now, the thing about the game is that it doesn't have a lot of voice acting, so you get like a really small sort of soundbite with each character, so you can tell what their voice is like. The rest is just text.
You did it.
I can't believe you came back alive from the great forest of Celceta, of all places. They say when you set foot in there, you lose all sense of direction and never come out again. This whole thing about losing all sense of direction, a load of bollocks. It's like really easy to navigate the forest. I don't even know how people get in there and get lost. Supposedly lots of gold in those woods, but Hispani and Rome both keep their distance, so there's no map to be found. Now the thing about it, there is actually one place in the forest where I actually got lost, and I think it's called some mist something. It's like a mist place it's called, and that's the only place I got lost. Every other place I was fine, and I actually had to look up how to get through that mist place. I feel kind of bad I had to look it up because I wanted to figure it out myself, but you can't win them all. Let me see. I think I didn't pay attention. You said this game was released before or after Lacrimosa of Dana. It was initially released in 2012 for the PlayStation Vita, and then it's releasing tomorrow for the PC. So tomorrow the PC version will release on Steam. I tried to stop you, man, but once you step out that gate, I thought you were goners for sure, like all the others. But here you are, proving me wrong. You're my favorite source of He's about to say money. He's a total money whore. I mean, my dearest friend. Oh, nice. You're welcome.
All right.
I hope people check it out, because I think the price is priced around $25 or something like that US when it comes out tomorrow. So yeah, not sure the business. No offense, indeed. If I cut to the chase, but an information dealer after all. Okay, I want all the intel you've got about the forest, and don't you dare skimp on the details. And this is about no. The thing is that this whole conversation that's going on here with him, it like when you get further into the game, it's like really, like I can't say why I'm saying this, but trust me, when you get further into the game and you think back to this first conversation, you're like, really, dude. So I'm gonna tell him I lost my memory. Like what? Come again? Okay, you gotta be kidding me. So you don't even remember who I am or who you are, for that matter?
Oh boy.
What the hell happened to you in there? Actually, forget I asked. In fact, forget we had this conversation at all. My instincts are telling me you got yourself into some big trouble in that forest, and I want no part of it. Sorry, man. Don't take it personally. I just know a bad deal when I hear one. Oh yeah, thought we were best friends, man. Money ain't good enough. What's wrong? We've got a problem. The mine. There are monsters in the mine. Okay, what? Yeah, let's deal with these monsters. Okay, let's see this. If you guys are watching the stream, please make sure to like and share if you can. It will mean a lot. I really want a lot of people to see this stream, and hopefully it can help people see the game, those who are interested in these sorts of games. Some monsters just showed up in that newly dug tunnel. Also feel free to ask any questions about the game. I will answer as much as I'm able to based on the embargo that I have with the game. I'm only able to play up to a specific point, so I will stop at that point and I won't speak too much about content after that point. But yeah, the point I'm talking about is up to when I get Connor, I think is how her name is said. That's up to as far as I can go. It does lead to some old ruins, no surprise there. There'd be monsters in a place like that. Either way, times like these are what the Roman army, we have the Roman army for, right? Okay, yeah, oh yeah. Leo, where's Commander Leo? He's not here right now. It seems he's out doing some sort of military training exercise. Even worse, the soldiers that are still here are just panicking. Really? Weekends. They have no idea what to do. Seriously, man? They really are useless. Finally get a chance to do something useful for once, and they just freak out. Are there any miners who didn't get out in time? I don't know. It was every man for himself in there. Nobody really paid much attention. Can't blame them for that, I guess. Anyway, we can't just sit around. Let's get to the mine. Right. Alright, so we're gonna go to the mine.
No way.
So there's a whole lot of trouble down at the old mine. Adel. I'm gonna go take a look. See ya. Okay, so this is where we get full control of Adel. So they're gonna give you an idea of how you control your character. Now the thing is that you can use both Xbox and PlayStation for control settings. Like you can choose how you want your game to be represented. So like your icons. So I've set for PlayStation. Alright, so my controls are all PlayStation style, but these can be changed. If you scroll to the bottom, actually, is it the bottom or is it the top? Oh, there it is. It's on the side. Is it? Huh. I guess I forgot how to do it. Okay, I guess I forgot how to do it, but there's a way to change that. Options, you have all these. So these are my settings that I'm using. Play the game in borderless windows because when I played in full screen, it messed up the whole settings. So I did a video on that. Oh yeah, here it is. Display buttons as DualShock. You can change it to X to keyboard, as you see, M in the corner. Classic for a normal sort of like general controller, the Xbox controls, and then DualShock. So I'm using DualShock for my settings. Right, I'm not gonna go to my save settings, even though you can have like up to 200 and something saves in this game, because then you guys will see stuff that you're not supposed to see right now, or at least maybe. The icons are all sort of like touch looking because of the fact that this was originally on the Vita, so that's why they look like that. Alright, so these are my move sets and everything. You can move your character around. There we have Adel. You have I haven't gotten alternate outfits, so I'm just gonna put that out there. If you guys, for all the playing I've played, I haven't gotten any alternate outfits for the characters, so you're stuck in whatever you start with, which is very old school, I guess, very classic style. I'm so accustomed to having, you know, outfit choices. Adol looks so nice. The art is great. Yeah, the art is really great in this game, like really, really great. When you see the other characters, it's just like, oh my god. It's really, really good. And the cool thing about the game is that you can save at any point in time. So you can bring up the menu and just hit save and save at any point in time. You can also bring up a menu to use all your items and artifacts and everything like that, like you'd expect in an East game. So you can jump and dodge. Alright, that's circle. There's no, sorry, let me jump and dodge. You can dodge, but you can't jump. There's no jump button. Alright, so I'm pressing circle right now to dodge. And that's basically it. You have dodge and attack. That's basically all the controls you have. Okay, so this was the first potential waifu. She did not get waifu. It takes so long, hurry up and get injured out there. Okay, yes ma'am. This is the sort of like general lady who runs the city. The safety of the miners is our highest priority. Make certain all of them are accounted for. Understood. Okay, great. This is where you come in, and this is where the game presents its major sort of like plot point. Is the whole thing about Adol not having his memory and how he regains it as he goes along. You're gonna see that right about now. Who's that now? Governor General Griselda. She just got here recently. Seems Commander Leo's away on business today, so she was assigned here in his place. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. I came all the way to the mine so I could see the Roman screw up, not do their job. Man, the graphic style reminds me of Grandia 2. I guess, yeah, I guess it does have a look kind of like that. The thing with the graphic style, very classic. Like if you look at the character hands, the ones who are main characters, their hands look terrible. Like you can see it right now, but you could tell that this was originally meant for either an older platform or in the case the Vita. But other than that, it's like it looks great. I love the artwork. Like the artwork and the 3D models, really, really good. A little bit. Yep. I guess you can't win them all. Okay, there's a guy coming out. He's all injured. No! Are you the last? No. The head miner and a few others got trapped in the room. Monsters came out of. Please help them. Counting the head miner, how many are left? 3, I think. Understood. You may rest now. We will see to it that the others are rescued. The thing about this game, and this is just an East thing, right? Is that I love the boss battles, and you always get a boss battle really early in the game, and it's always good. This one is really good. Okay, man is trapped inside who needs our help. Make the necessary preparations and head in immediately. But we haven't received any orders from the commander yet. This is an emergency, and I am in charge. Prioritize the safe rescue of the miners above all else. There's no need to eliminate monsters. There's no need to eliminate the monsters inside. Hey Sancho, who's a higher rank, the commander or governor general? Idiot. Governor general, of course. Idiot. There's no time to waste. Move it. Yes, ma'am. Okay, there it is. This is what I was talking about. This is the whole plot point for the whole game. It's that there are these moments where these sort of like lights pop up and Adol gets back his memory piece by touching it. Governor General sure seems a hell of a lot dependable, and Commander Leo. Shame you can't say the same about those soldiers, but let's wait and see. Guess maybe she can whip them into shape. Alright, so there's the light. Strange light doesn't appear. Yet no one else seems to be able to see it but Adol. So the thing is about this game is that during the game there are certain things that you can interact with, that each character has a unique action that they can do. So for example, Adol can interact with the light. His companion, the guy with the blue hair, he can unlock chests and stuff like that. Doran, I think is how you say his name. So with Adol, he touches the light, he sees his stuff from his past, basically. So I'm gonna do that right now. He'll see his memories, because he starts off with no memories. So he's gonna gain a memory here. Right. There we go.
I couldn't believe my ears when I heard that you repelled one of Sis's knives with just your sword. She never misses.
I honor the skill and courage you have displayed by crossing the territory of the beasts.
Oh man.
Yeah, he might not look like much, but his skill with a sword is really something.
Each of these makes so much sense once you've played the game. In the beginning, it's like, who are these people?
You'll have to fight me one-on-one sometime.
Oh man, I love how like playing it for the second time, like playing from the beginning all over again, is just so much. It makes it so much more amazing. Like, I love it. This is one of the series, like JRPG series, that I think is most underrated. It's really, really good. And the music is very similar in all the games, so if you'll hear certain sound effects that you'd hear in a lot of different East games. So you're gonna go in here, you don't have a weapon, even though if you look at the menu, right? Let me see. If you bring up the menu, Adol has a sword, and you can see he has one, but it's not really, there's nothing really equipped, right? So you're gonna get a sword right about here as we walk in here. Alright, I'm not going to go on a lot of side parts because of the fact that, again, I'm only working with a limited amount of time here. Okay, hold on. And as I mentioned before, feel free to ask any questions about the game that you may have. Look at that artwork, by the way. Look at how awesome Duran looks. Looks so great. Step away from you for just a few minutes and find you wandering here alone. Where do you think you're going? Heard a strange voice. Okay, good. You sure you weren't just hearing things? You obviously suffered from a blow to the head. If you wound it up with amnesia. Adol explains to Duran what happens at the mine entrance. Okay, I think I get it now. You're one of those people, aren't you? Nothing. I hate more in the. I had nothing. Nothing I hate more in the world, in the whole wide world, than your naive, meddlesome little do-gooders. You just have to try and solve everyone else's problems, and you drag others down with you while you're doing it. Well, I know better than to try and talk your kind out of these crazy stunts. If you want, just go. At least take this. And so this is where you get your sword. Now here's a weird thing, right? You can already use the sword before you even get it. So check this out. Alright, let's just get past some of this text. I think I'll manage. He's gonna come with me. Thanks. Alright, Duran joins the party. Okay, so check this out, right? They're telling you to equip the sword, right? But if I press X, he's already using it. Which is weird. But the thing is that if you get to this point and you don't equip it, they won't let you pass. So like these things, you need those to sort of like say it's sort of like the checkpoints, I guess. But you don't save on these, so you have to save the game, like actually manually save the game. Those are just checkpoints, and they allow you to sort of like quick travel through the menus. Each of them are a different color, and you can only travel from one color to the same color to other sort of like tomes that are the same color, basically. I only touched it. Okay, just focus on getting here. Okay, good. So they're skipping as much text so I can get as much of the gameplay as I can show you guys. So here, if I try to go, I'm gonna go through here. At some point, up here, I'm gonna run into some monsters, right? And the game won't let me pass this spot until I equip the sword. So even though I can already slash, right? I'm gonna have to equip the sword to get past here. So just keep that in mind. Even if you think you got the sword and you can already slash around, you're gonna have to equip it, or the game won't let you pass here. So look at this. He's gonna give me the same discussion. He's gonna say, "Hey, equip the sword," and I'm gonna actually have to go in the menus and equip it. See? It's gonna show me the same menu again. Even though, as you can see, oh crap! I pressed it. I went in again. Oh, crap. Okay, this time I'm gonna equip it so I can pass here. Third time's the charm, right? Okay. Alright, equipped in sword. One of the things I'd also like to say, don't buy weapons. Just don't. Like, as much as possible, try to... If you buy weapons, try to wait till about you've gotten to like a couple places before you buy weapons, because of the fact that a lot of times you'll find weapons along the way that are better than the ones you have. So yeah, and as you fight monsters that are around the same level as you, you'll get new skills. If you grind, then you won't get new skills, it seems like. So you have to fight newer, stronger monsters. That's how you sort of learn new skills. And you can equip the skills and use them in battle. The skills level up to about 3 levels. So you start with a skill at the base level and you level up to at least 3 levels for the skills. You have a gauge. That blue bar tells you how much of the skill you can use. And then you have your finishing move. So I'm gonna... The finishing move is that small circle at the right of the bar. Right, so I'm not gonna go off the beaten path. I'm gonna just follow the exact route I'm supposed to get through this cave. Alright, so now, unlike Lacrimosa of Dana, there's a fixed camera in this game, or a dynamic camera. So the camera sort of like locks on to targets and it does its own thing, kind of like the old God of War games and stuff like that. So you won't be able to sort of like move the camera around like you would in ECA Lacrimosa of Dana. Now this beginning section is going to be heavily text oriented. There's going to be a lot of text and a lot of dialogue, I guess. Right? The monsters are also a specific... They're also specific types, so... certain characters are more effective against certain monsters. And similar to ECA Lacrimosa of Dana. Got to go. The game looks awesome. I'll check it out. Sure, thanks for the stream. Oh, awesome. Thanks for joining, and hopefully you check out the review tomorrow. It should be up tomorrow. At least by midday. You should be able to see the full review that I'll be doing of it by tomorrow midday. So thanks again for watching and for joining. It was nice having you, bud. Decided to get a hang of Python again. Oh, and just in case you need it, I'll give you one of these. It's gonna give me some potions. Alright, so that's gonna help me heal up. I'm gonna skip a little of the dialogue here. Alright. Again, the reason I'm skipping dialogue right now is because of time. I kind of reserve myself to stream for about an hour because I have other things to do after. So I only have about an hour of stream time, so I'm gonna skip some of the small stuff. What I can do is that if you guys want to see more of the game after it releases, I can stream more of it on another, you know, not on here, probably not on Facebook, but I'll probably stream. Sorry, not on YouTube, but probably on Facebook.
Sancho! I think my leg's broken!
Oh, he's such a bitch.
Stop whining, or the commander's gonna yell at us when he gets back.
Okay, so here's the thing. With this option, I actually chose to help them. I'm actually gonna say it doesn't concern us this time. Come on, we're the ones who ran over here first. Can't just turn into... Okay. See what I mean? It doesn't matter what you choose. The outcome is gonna be the exact same. It's just the dialogue, the first dialogue that your teammate will give you, basically. So Y gives you a special move.
I'm just getting time to finish this!
And there's my finisher. Awesome. Looks beautiful. Each character has a finisher and they look awesome, as you can see.
Come on now.
Okay, by the way, who are you two? Information dealer and amnesia good do-gooder companion. Okay, so let's skip a bit of this. A little bit more.
Oh,
again, if you guys want to see a proper stream where I actually follow all the dialogue, then you can just leave a comment and let me know, or whatever, right? Leave a comment, and if more, and also like the stream. Make sure to like. If you're watching the stream, make sure to like, give it a like, so that it helps more people find it. Also, if you feel like sharing it, that will be appreciated. But yeah, one of the things I love about this East game compared to Lacrimosa of Dana is that, you know, look at that. Look at me swim. Look at me swim. This is probably my favorite mechanic in the game. especially when you get a bit further in and you can do a bit more. Okay, so I'm not gonna fight every enemy because this is gonna take time. So just gonna kill that guy. All right, so this door we can't get in. We're gonna need to get a key for it. The key's to the right. So okay, so let's go get the key. And this is where you get Duran's special ability here. He can pick locks. So he's gonna pick the lock. Come on, Duran. Pick that lock, buddy. Pick that lock. Okay, good. Perfect. Alright, let's get through here. I'm gonna get through the mine. And just open this. Always open chest, JRPG 101. If you press circle or B, you will get a little boost in the water. That's what you see I'm padding. That's the same button you press for dodging, by the way. Alright, you can also dodge past enemies. You don't have to fight everything, as you can see I'm doing here. And this is where we find our first boss. So now these bosses are usually they're big, they're powerful, and a lot of work to kick their boots. Now at this point in time you should have already fought a couple of monsters and leveled up a bit. I didn't do that, I just jumped into it, so you're gonna have to I'm gonna have to hope I'm good enough to fight this thing without being a higher level. I love the music though. Okay, so I'm gonna switch. Alright, so it's all about dodging. Alright. Just slowly chipping away at his health. Alright. Now if you realize my teammate isn't fighting, I can tell him to focus on attacking now. And he should be attacking now. How you do that is you just push left on the right joystick. Whoa. Come on, dude. Come on, let's drain some health. Oh, come on. That's it. Quick attack. Come on, fall down. Okay, good. This is where you get a chip away some health. I wish I had my special right about now. Would have been perfect to use right there. Don't worry, we'll chip away. He's a pretty easy boss. Just keep rolling. Dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll. It's the reason he's the first boss, because he's bloody easy as hell. Come on, come on, come on! Let's do this. Come on! Alright, he's dead. Here I go! Basically, head in your face! Skill finish on a boss, increase my level. And he's dead. So that's how you be the first boss. In your face, sucker. Okay, so first boss down. Man, I've got to say, you're pretty strong. You might have lost your memories, but I'm starting to see how you were able to make it out of the forest alive. Yeah, because I'm a bamf. That's what I am. No one's more surprised than I am. Oh, that was nothing.
Come on.
You see what I mean? The dialogue choices make no sense. Like, why give me dialogue choices if they don't really impact anything? I don't understand that. That's one of the critiques I have of the game, is that I don't like the fact that dialogue choices don't really do much, you know. Alright, let's see. Alright, so this is where we're gonna go forward, and we're gonna get an ability. Get our first ability. So we go into this room. And this is a common theme in the East games. These sort of things. Especially E7. Very similar in nature. This one in E7. Fight a giant mole-looking monster in a cave and then find a statue. Like this one. Very, very similar games. Adol. I truly sorry, this way. Certain you return this false sanctuary I have. Alright, Adol, you okay? What's that voice I heard outside again? You don't look so good, I think. Okay, good. And this is my first ability. I'd appear before the two of you considering a small winged object with a minute. And this is gonna allow me to sort of like teleport through the tablet things that we found before.
Hold on.
Oh. Sure wasn't here before. Where the hell did that come from? Sure looks old. I wonder what it's used for. Okay, let's head out of the sort of like the mine. Alright, dude. We got this. Right, so we're gonna come through here. And it's gonna react to the tomb over there. Again, just a heads up to those of you, this is just a stream to show you guys the game. Hence the reason I'm skipping some of the stuff, like a lot of dialogue and stuff like that. And press X to inspect, and then we can go back to the game. I love the animation they have for this teleport. I think it looks so cool. If you're wondering about a couple things, you could, like something other, you know, like a little bit earlier in the game, you can always go back to the beginning of the stream and watch it. I'm gonna leave the stream up after I finish the stream, so those of you who want to watch over the entire thing can, and get to see a bit more of the game and all that kind of stuff in action. Okay, so the people that are celebrating us, they're gonna be all amazed and all nice, and then the general, you know, Griselda is gonna be all nice, and she's gonna want to know. She's gonna want some of that waifu material sort of like role, but it's not available for her. So yeah, basically she's talking about the mine and she's all thankful that everyone's saved and all that stuff like that, and then she's gonna have a meeting with us in her office to ask us a favor. So this is where the theme of the game comes along, where Adol is asked to map out the entire forest. And so that is a thing she's gonna ask him. Oh, look at that. Now if you press the L1 or the R1 buttons, or LB, RB, you can get rid of the text and you can enjoy the art. Some good art, right? Look at that. Good old art. Right, so you could do that if you wanted to. So yeah, so she's gonna tell you about the stuff in the forest. And I also heard it was downward, blah 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 blah. Alright, so she's gonna ask us to go in the forest, and she's gonna offer us some money to do it. Alright, I'm gonna accept. I'm gonna go to the forest again. This time I'm not gonna be coming back on an amnesiac fool. This time I'm gonna come back a badass. Okay, yeah, let's map it. Why not? So she went to the map of the forest. Now the reason she went to the map of the forest won't become clear until you get further into the game. But once you get further into the game, it comes clear and you're like, ah, wow, that's interesting. So she has $30 million to offer. And that's where our boy here gets all excited and he's interested now. You know? So we're gonna head back to our staying quarters. And Duran is gonna ask, this is the Commander Leo. Mustache man. He's a comical character. He's the comic relief basically. He's like the Mr. Saturn of the game. Yeah, it's just like you got the wrong person, Bob. Everyone always asks, "Are you Adol?"
Leo, commander of the Celceta army and the finest swordsman around.
Yeah, everyone always asks if you're at Adol, and then when I lie and say no, they're, "Oh, you can't lie to us. You're the only one red hair."
Don't you start getting cocky just because you took down a little monster while I was away. If I'd been here, I would have defeated it in 1/10 of the time.
Skip some of his texts. He's a waste of time. Don't worry about it. We got this.
Oh boy.
Amazing how quickly you got involved with some of the strangest, most influential folks around. Yeah, because Adol is awesome. That's the reason why he gets involved with anyone. Alright, so Duran and Adol head back to the bar. Let's check this out. Let's give me some bar time. Again, guys, if you're watching the stream, feel free to ask any questions about the game. I will answer as much as possible. The game comes out tomorrow on the PC via Steam. I believe it will also be in the Humble Store as well. So if you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask. Okay.
Adol.
How about the two of us accept her offer together? As partners? You just want the reward money, buddy. Of course you do. Okay, so we're gonna accept her offer because obviously Duran wants the money, and Adol he's curious about everything. You know, sounds like a plan. Let's go with it. Okay, so the next day you're just gonna set out on the journey. There is no Adol and Duran decide to accept the challenge and map the forest. Now the thing is that you don't see them accepting it. You just know that they've accepted it, basically. So from the next day you just set off into the forest. Well, not immediately, but that's generally what happens. And this is the map of Celceta that you're gonna get now. This is where you're gonna have to map it. So I'm gonna show you guys the map. So we're gonna go over the map. This is the quest board. You can do some side quests if you want to. We're not doing any of the side quests in this playthrough. I'm just gonna show you guys the map. This is the map here. As you see, it says 0%. As you map more, you're gonna be able to move more. So you see how I can only move in this space? I'll be able to move all the way up to the top corner there and show a bit more once I get further into the game. And so these are the jobs. All you have to do is just click on the board and then you get the jobs and then you can do them basically. So this guy is gonna, at the bar, is gonna want me to do something for him. So there he is. I'm gonna talk to him and get a job. He's a bit annoying. I shouldn't say annoying, he's a bit eccentric, I guess. He wants me to milk this random kind of like cow looking animal thing. So I'm gonna talk to him just to get the plot going and then we're gonna leave. We're not gonna bother with his side quest though. Also, to complete the side quest, you have to come back to the person who gave you the quest. It doesn't automatically complete. So you have to, once you do the side quest, you have to come back to the person who gave you the quest and talk to them. He wants to make a milkshake with this wild sort of like cow animal. It's called a Fabros. So yeah, indeed, the Fabros is strong. Is a strong wild beast which looks similar to a cow, found in the plains just before the Great Forest. Okay, so he wants to milk this thing and drink its milk. Sort of like a manly thing. That's why he's always like showing mucho. He's like a very manly man. He used to drink it when he was a wee lad, and now he can't because he works at this tavern. He can't leave. That's the basic general gist of what he's asking you about. I'm just sort of like just skimming over it again because I need to get further into the game as much as possible before I have to stop streaming. So let's get moving. Good. I have to find a female Fabros. In the game, there are only male Fabros. You only see the female Fabros once, and that's to milk it. So they really just serve one purpose, and that is for this specific side quest. Okay, so he's gonna tell you about the town. That's where you can buy stuff like healing potions. This is where you can craft weapons and improve them, I guess. He's gonna go through the whole thing about how the weapon place works. Buy new weapons. As I mentioned before, don't buy weapons. You'll find shit along the way. So just don't buy weapons for now. At least until you're like a good way in the game. Yeah, don't buy anything. Trust me when I say you don't need it. Most of the weapons you start off with, and you do need the gold. That you do need. You do need the gold, so don't buy anything. Just save it until you get further, and then you can use it on actual shit that you actually want. So, also you should do the side quests as much as possible because they pay pretty well. So this is just talking about reinforcing weapons. You can add poison effects to your weapons or attack. I tend to like using poison on my weapons because it drains enemy health, as well as freezing. Poison and freezing are two of the best sort of like status effects you can add to your weapons. And you can do this pretty easily. You can just reinforce the weapon with sort of like stuff you find in the forest and stuff like that, things that drop off of enemies. You can use ores, or you can use like just basic like stuff you pick up from defeating enemies basically. Okay, so let's see. The music is so good. Like, I mean, if you played Lacrimosa of Dana, you know what I'm talking about. It's the same kind of music. Alright, so you can exchange it for one. Okay, so let's leave. You don't have any business with them. Thanks for your kindness. Come on, dude, let's get out into the forest. Enough of the dilly-dally. Okay, so he's gonna show you the forest. There's the forest out there. That tree is your biggest landmark. You see out of that giant tree. So that's what we're gonna head towards. I'm going to explore. That's what we're actually heading towards actually in this playthrough. I'm not gonna go. I could go to the river, which you can go to the river before you go to the tree, and I mean that would increase the length of this playthrough, but I don't. I only have a limited amount of time to show off the game, so we're not gonna go to the river. We're gonna go to the tree. Okay, so when I played it for the first time, I went to the river first and then went to the tree. It does change a bit of dialogue, you know, but you can choose how you want to go. Okay, good. And it's the same thing when you get a lot further in the game. You can choose where you want to go in a lot of ways, and you can find areas that you know, some areas that are optional in a sense, you know, that you may not find otherwise, unless you go off the beaten path. Okay, so you could map the entire town, which I did in my main playthrough, but I'm not going to do that because, well, I'm just streaming for a bit, so. And I'm also not saving this gameplay here. So we're not saving this at all.
Fine.
Okay. And then he's going to try to get through the forest as well, just like Adel, because she didn't just offer Adel and during the job, she offered it to everyone, basically. So anyone can map the forest out if they want to. If they're capable of it, I should say. So there's gonna be a bunch of people trying to get to the forest with us.
Sancho!
Sancho!
Come on now.
Such a wank.
Fools!
They remind me of like
Yes, sir!
the two guys from Power Rangers. From the original Power Rangers, the guys who, well, I should.
Come on.
Power Rangers I grew up on. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Okay, so this is it. From here we can just explore to our own pace, right? So we're just gonna go off as we get off. Let's just make sure every time you find one of these, touch it. It gives you back health and everything. It clears all your status ailments and everything, and then you get new stuff. Okay, so here's the thing: we could fight everything in this area, or we could just, you know, just dodge past everything, basically. All right. Now it obviously makes sense if you fight stuff, you level up and you get more abilities and all that kind of stuff. Or you could just avoid them, basically, right? So these are your flash moves. You can flash gather, you can flash move, and this is just basically to avoid things or, you know, get extra defense and all that kind of stuff. This is the gold and stuff that you collect from monsters. Fighting monsters is going to give you a lot of items and things you can use. So like, for example, if I kill him, alright, see, I picked up some stuff like split hairs. So, and some monsters have like rare items you can pick up. Now there's one character you get a bit further in the game who kind of breaks the combat system. And I say break, I mean just makes it so much easier to play this game. So I'm gonna skip everything here. I'm not gonna fight anything. At least not right now. I'm trying to get us to a point in the game where... Ooh, look at that nice rune over there. Oh, I went the wrong way. Alright, there's some rotten fruit. Let's go back. Okay, this is a Fabros. That's the male one. As you can see, I dodged him. They're pretty crap though. Like pretty easy enemies to sort of like just dodge them every time they charge. And then hit them as they're... And also try not to stay next to them after they've stopped charging for too long. See? Because they're gonna sort of like rampage around. Alright, so I just killed him. Let's keep moving. These turn into a ball, so the thing about beating these is to try and hit them before they start turning into a ball. Because you stun them. Especially like with an air combo like this. Okay. Now if you stop moving, you'll heal, but only outside of dungeons. If in dungeons you need a special item to do that. Spoilers. But yeah, basically you can't do it in dungeons. Only outside dungeons. Okay, so let's just kill a couple more of these enemies. And then you also find enemies that are way out of your league. You should just run from them, like literally just run until you're strong enough to fight them. Because you barely chip away at their health. They're basically like bosses, but they hit harder than the bosses, I find. The bosses have a lot of health, but they don't hit as strong as hard as these enemies that I'm referring to. Oh shit. Damn it, got hit. Come on, get up. Let's not overdo it. Oh, come on. Come on, Otto, stop being a bitch. Okay, I'm getting wrecked. Perfect. He's down. Alright. Now, the side quest that I was mentioning that I'm not gonna do is right around here. Right to the... I think the bottom of where I am. But I'm running past it because I don't want to trigger it. Because it triggers a little mini cutscene thing. And this is where I really want to be. The entrance to the forest. So, this is where you start the forest. And similar to like EC Lacrimosa of Dinner, you have these moments where your characters set up tents and they rest, which is really, really nice. And then you have moments where they chat with each other and Adult gains a new memory. Again, like Lacrimosa of Dinner. Okay, let's get in here.
All right.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, so what we have here, this is the first memory you get after you leave the town. So this is the first one you get right as you leave the town, going forward into the story.
Hey.
Okay, so now right after you finish this sort of moment, you'll be able to head off into the forest and find a lot more stuff that you can do while you're in the forest, basically. Okay, there we go. And this is the entrance to your first, I guess you can say, quote-unquote dungeon. Alright, this is the main forest, Forest of Dawn. The first forest. And this is where you find out you can fight enemies in the water, but it's not as fun as it seems. Because you can only use one attack. And it sucks. So, yeah. But it does make sense in context. Alright, so time passes rapidly in the forest. Beware of many lurking dangers. Now, the thing with the time change thing doesn't really... I've never really found it affected anything. I don't really care about the time in the game. I'd show up in the forest and fight whenever. I wish the time change really made a big difference. But in my entire playthrough, I have not found a big difference with the time changing. So... maybe there is supposed to be a difference, I just haven't noticed it. Alright, as you can see, I'm just sort of like skipping around everything in this area. Because I know where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so we're gonna go through the forest here. There's supposed to be an entrance here. I hope I'm in the right place though. I think I'm not, but let's see. Oops, I think I'm in the wrong place. I don't think I can pass here yet. Let me see. Something tells me I can't pass here yet. Let's see. Yeah, can't pass here yet. Let's just take up that lumber and let's go back. Okay, so the easiest way to figure out where you're supposed to go is to map out the map as much as possible and look at it as frequently as possible to figure out where you're supposed to be going. Alright, so for me, I'll look at the map here for a sec. This is where I want to end up, right here. Right around here. Alright? And so my cutoff point should be... I should have a way to get right here. Now, the easiest way to do that is to come back down, because there are other things I can do around here. And here, each of these are points that I can get memories back for Adol. Now, as I said, what I did was I ended up all the way here first and then got here. Right, but I'm going to find a way to get here. And I think it's somewhere right around here. So I'm going to go back down. Alright. That giant fish sucks. It doesn't really... it can barely touch you in the water if you time your sort of movements right. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. No, I've kind of forgotten this forest a bit because once you've gotten past it, you don't really go through the forest the same regular way. So, yeah. Let's hope I'm going the right way. I think I am at least. That little pig, I don't know what to do with him. I think you hit him as...
Time to finish this!
You can't really damage him, as you can see. Nothing really happens and then he just runs away. So I think you have to get strong enough to hurt him. And then maybe you can capture him or something. Okay, so we're just cutting through the forest. We're not engaging with anything. Let's go up. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to be going this way, but I'm gonna check anyway. Those scorpions poison you. And you can poison the scorpions as well. They're dumb scorpions. Alright, just kill these guys. Because they're annoying me. The poison does wear off after a while, so you can avoid that, or you can use, like for example, this item I just got here. prevents poisoning. Alright, let's get back down. This is not where we're supposed to be, so let's move. Those plants also poison you, so they paralyze and they poison you, so keep an eye out for them. Okay, so there's a fragment right here. Now the thing is, after you interact with a fragment, it basically respawns all enemies in that area. So keep that in mind as well. So he's gonna remember that he was here before. My biggest recommendation is to find as many of the fragments as possible before you progress to the next location you need to go to, because it helps bring them into context, and it also adds more to the dialogue, I guess. Makes the game a lot more interesting, I guess. Okay, I'm not supposed to go here, but I'm gonna get that chest anyway. Even though I don't need it because this is not my playthrough. This is not gonna be saved, I should say. Okay, so let's... There's a chest up there, we'll leave that. We don't need it. Okay, let's go. So you need, they light up purple, they're gonna poison you. Yeah, so we're just going to the forest. Basically what we're doing here, this part I'm taking, I'm basically going around the forest and coming out on the opposite side of it, basically. Alright, so there we go. And we should start coming out of the forest somewhere around here. Let me see. Okay, so there it is. I can go this way, or I can go this way now. So I'm gonna go the way I want to go, which is to the tree. Alright. Alright, so this is the forest labyrinth. So this is the first puzzle in the game, the first major puzzle. It's not that hard to solve, it's pretty simple. The second one is the harder one. This one is the easier one. The second one is called the mist or something, and it's to the left. This one is the easy one. Super easy to solve, this one.
Fools!
Alright, so he's just talking to his men, he's telling them, calling them names and all that kind of stuff, berating them. And now we're gonna solve the puzzle. So they're stuck in the puzzle in the forest. Now, the way to get through this forest is to go wherever the plant is growing. So that plant, when we come out on the next side, we're gonna look for another plant. As you realize, they're not there anymore. So we look for the next plant. It's not there yet. Don't worry about the enemies. You don't need to fight them. Just need to find the plant. There's the plant. Right? And then we're gonna find the next one. There's another one there. It's a pretty simple puzzle. Like, the idea of this puzzle being tough did not, like, to me I was just like, wow, this is the easiest puzzle ever. So you just look for the plant. Is it here? No, it's not here. Gotta find the plant first before we can go. Oh, here it is. Alright. And just come out. Eventually we'll find... Now, the reason why you shouldn't bother to fight the enemies there is because the fact they will just keep respawning. So it doesn't really matter if you fight them or not.
Find an opening.
You can just leave them alone. You're just trying to find your way out of the forest. There it is. And now we've made it. Forest of the Dawn. And here's our second rest point where we can camp. If we look at the map, see we're right below the tree. So we just have to go slightly up and where we need to be, which is right here. Alright. Now again, you can choose to go left instead and go here first and then come here. Alright, it's up to you whichever way you decide to go. Oh man. each of these characters make these flashbacks make so much sense now. Now that I've passed the points where they've sort of like brought light to all these things. You know, it's a really well told sort of amnesia tale, I guess. Okay, skipping the dialogue again.
All right.
Again, because I only have an hour with the stream, and the reason I'm kind of just quickly going through the game, I guess. Alright, so we're out of the forest here. We can knock this down to go back where we came from.
Here I go! Here!
I always accidentally do that for whatever reason, I don't know why. And that's because the controls are mapped very similarly for a lot of things that you're gonna accidentally activate your attacks from time to time. So let me just make sure I'm mapped out right properly. Okay, so I'm supposed to go up here. If I come here, am I not gonna just come back out here? I think I need to come down and come around and then go back up, maybe? Okay, let's just follow the path. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Okay, so there's another sort of memory there. I'm gonna skip it though, because I want to get to the forest. I'm gonna skip the memory. We're just gonna get to the tongue. Those birds need to refill their water, so you can hit them and defeat them while they're refilling their noses, I guess. Alright, so this is the route towards the tree. Just gonna run past everything. Alright, let's go up. In your playthrough of the game, you should fight everything here. Kill them, get some XP, level up your characters, open every chest, find every memory fragment, everything. Do it all. It's a JRPG, that's what you should be doing. I'm only avoiding enemies because of the fact that I'm only going to stream for an hour, and I'm approaching that, well, pretty much I'm past an hour, but since reason I'm going to get to where I'm only allowed to get up to. So I'm allowed to get up to here. This is where the embargo blocks me from going, well, not necessarily, it blocks me from going past the point where the character you meet here joins your team, and that is Connor, and she is waifu. So that's the reason why I named I think I named it Search for Waifu or something like that. The waifu quest. So yeah. So we're gonna get into here. Yeah, I guess that'll be a little too easy if we could remember everything just like that. Either way, we'll never know what we're in for if we keep standing out here. Gonna have to go in and hope for the best. Okay, so we're gonna go in, and then this happens. You're the redhead outsider who came here before. Looks like they remember you at least. Not sure makes things easier. You think that you guys could show us in? And they're ready for a fight. Show you in? If that's a joke, I'm not laughing. Don't know if you're brave or just foolish, but either way, you have some nerve showing your face here again. You have angered the god of the forest. I told everyone let him into the village was... Sorry, I told everyone letting him into the village was a bad idea.
Hold on.
What? You don't seem to be happy with you. What the hell did you do? I have no idea. Okay. Forest, wait a minute at least. Hear south. He doesn't remember coming here. He doesn't even remember anything about himself. We came here to help him try and get his memories back. You honestly think we're gonna believe that? What sort of fools do you take us for? Damn, I think I just made things worse. Adel, I think we're gonna have to...
Hold it!
And the waifu! Ta-da! Connor! When did you get here?
You've lost your memories? The Adel I know would never make up an excuse like that to get out of trouble. Does that mean you've forgotten me too?
Of course I can't forget about you. You are waifu. Aww, look at her looking to the side with her awesome waifu eyes. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. This is what I played towards. This is what I was working towards with the stream. It's been about an hour long, and I just want to thank all of you who watched the stream, and those of you who will be watching it later as it goes live on our YouTube channel. I'm gonna make sure that it does show up live so that you can actually, those of you who want to watch it after can watch it and all that kind of good stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and of course look forward to the review that will go live for it tomorrow. So with that, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.